Welcome everyone, my name is Moe Kadar and I'm going to guide you through the Computer Olympiad Talent Search. Sometimes we refer to also as the Beaver Challenge. That's why we've got the beaver here. And the reason is that a lot of the questions in the challenge have the beaver featured in them. We will see that later. The Computer Olympiad is a global challenge aims to introduce pupils in grade 4 and above to computer science and computational thinking in a fun and engaging way, but that does not mean you need to be good at computers at all. We will look at that later. The challenge is made with contributions by many countries around the globe, which also participate in it. And the beauty is that computer scientists from universities in different places each get to add one of the questions. So the question you will write are given from different places from around the world. For example, from Bosnia-Herzegovina, that's in Europe, from Brazil in South America, from Egypt in the Middle East, Africa, from South Africa, from Macedonia, also in Europe, from Israel, and from Canada in North America, and many more countries. You might recognize more of the flags. As I said, you don't need to be good at computers to succeed in the challenge. You don't have to look for any key. You rather need to just do the following. You will need to read the challenges carefully. You will need to look at the visuals provided with its challenge carefully. And you will need to think about it and find a solution. Okay, so it's all about reading, looking, and thinking. There's a strong verbal element and a strong visual element to the challenges. Let's look at an example. Here's one of the challenges taken from the grade 5 and below, but it also can be in the grade 6 and 7. Okay, and then what you need to do is you need to read through it. Benjamin is asked to fill a box with different shapes. The box has 9 sections. Here are the rules. These are like conditions. There must be only one of the same shape in each row. There must be only one of the same shape in each column. Benjamin has 4 goes. And the question is, which of the following boxes is correct? Write down the letter of the correct answer in the right box on your answer sheet. And once you have a look at it, go back to the rules. So I know that there must be only one of the same shape in each row, going this way, and only one of the same shape in each column. And I'm going to work with elimination here. So if I look at A, for example, I can see that the flower repeats itself in this row. So I know that it can't be this one. Also, the apple repeats itself and the heart. So A is out of the question. Let's look at B. In B, the heart repeats itself down the column on the left, so it can't be answer B. And also we've got another problem here with the flowers. Let's look at C. I can see that in this row, there's 3 different ones. This row and 3 different ones. Same for the bottom row. If I check the column, again, nothing is repeated here. Nothing is repeated here. Nothing is repeated here. So it seems like C is the answer here, but just to make sure, I'm going to look at D again as well. And if you look at D, you can see straight away that the top row have 2 apples in it. And again, the second row have 2 hearts, and the third row have 2 flowers. So it can't be D. So we ruled out D, B, and A, and at the same time, C applies to both rules. Therefore, C is our answer. And that is the style of questions that you're going to get in the challenge. Of course, as you go down the challenge, it becomes a little bit more complicated. A few tips that can help you with the challenges and can make it more fun. 1, you're absolutely allowed to doodle. Also, when you participate in the riddle challenge, you are allowed to have pen and paper or whiteboard to draw things to help you figure out the questions, because some of them get a bit more complicated and you might need to write things down or draw things down or just doodle. to clear what's happening. So that's one thing. Another thing is to work with a friend. Definitely, when you practice, it's great to work with a friend and solve things together. We are much better problem solvers when we discuss things with a friend. And if you are in grade 5 or younger, then you can actually take the challenge itself with a partner. You can use it with your family. It's a great thing to do as a family activity. You can do the online, look at it on a computer or print it out and just take a few minutes every day to look at one challenge. And believe me, the more you practice, the better you will get. I've seen it with pupils again and again that they become very, very good at it and really crush those challenges as they practice them. And lastly, a very important tip is to look again, like we did before. It's great to go over all the options. Sometimes you need to read the text again to understand what the story is, and then look at the images. And even if you feel like you had the answer, check your answer. Check it. Make sure, go over it. So that's just 4 tips to make it more fun and get better at it. Some resources that you have available. I have made a video clip here which takes you through the different things that are available for you online, which basically is a pen and paper version of the challenge and also a past trial that you can try online. I will go to that video now so you can see what are the options. Hello, in this short video, I'm going to show you where to find the Computer Olympiad Talent Search online and how to use the website. So we're going to go to olympiad.org.za. That's the web address, olympiad.org.za. Once it loads, here you've got different sections for the Computer Olympiad. We are looking at the Talent Search one, so I'm going to click on the Read More under the Talent Search picture, or inside the picture actually. And this is the page for the Talent Search. You've got lots of information, including the dates and the rules, but your teacher will worry about that. You can go to past papers, and in there you've got 2 options. You've got the online trial and the pen and paper. We're going to look at the pen and paper first, very briefly. It leads you to a page with all the past papers, or for men until 2011. And in each year, you've got different categories. So you can see that this is the 2020 elementary, grade 5 and below. So find your right age group, and then you can click on that link at the end. It will open a PDF with explanation and with the different challenges. And you can print it out, or you can just look at it and do it straight on the computer. And again, read through the instructions, look at the illustration, and then you need to decide on one of the answers. Okay, so that's one option, to use the pen and paper version. Your other option, I'm just going to click on the back button here, is to do the online trial. So again, I'm going to the to the past papers, and I'm going to click on the online trial. And here you will see that you have last year's Talent Search available to the online version. And you can do it in Afrikaans or in English. And again, look for your right age group and click on it. It opens up like this. You can look at the welcome message and the instructions, or you can go straight to the questions. You've got the list of questions here. And again, here on the left, you can click on one or the other, and it will take you to the task. And the main difference between this version and the pen and paper version is that here you've got interactive elements which you can drag into the illustration. So of course, read through it and then look at the task, look at the options and put the things in. When you have those movable items, this interactive question, you will have a save button. And because this is a trial, when you click the save button, it automatically gives you the answer at the top. If it's incorrect, You can then click on erase and start again. Some questions, for example, if we look at this art scratch paper, the third challenge here, have a multiple choice answer and there's no save button. So in this instance, you again must read over the instructions, look at the visual material given and the question, and then you're going to need to decide which out of these four is the correct answer. And it also says here, click on the correct drawing. I'm going to try one of them. And again, it will give you the result immediately. And if it's incorrect, don't go and just blindly click on all of them. Read through. This is an indication that that something in it you didn't figure out quite right. So use this as a learning opportunity and read over it again. And as I said, it's a great thing to do with a friend, look at it together, or with an older sibling or a younger sibling, or with your family in general. And you can also use a piece of paper to draw things and scribble and doodle to help you get to the answer. That is absolutely allowed. In the grade 5 and below, you can also write the challenge with a partner. That's it. I hope you find it helpful and I hope you enjoy it more than anything. I love doing these challenges. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good luck with the Computer Olympiad Talent Search. Have fun, and I will look forward to hearing from your teacher about your results.